Hello lovelies, today I'm going to be showing you how I've created this look with my hair and how it's washed all throughout our honeymoon. So you'll be able to see some clips of that, but also you'll be able to see exactly what I did to be able to create this look. So this has created a lilac violet sort of shade using these products here. Now Tints of Nature were actually kind enough to send these to me, and because I have long hair I did make sure to actually have enough product to be able to cover everything. So for example, like in the past I've used like one box, and one box is definitely not enough for me, so I definitely need two. And using this I was able to actually cover everything, and so I've got a really pretty like violet shade with pink highlights, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this washes out. So do stick around if you want to see how this goes. Alright, so I have everything sectioned off. So you will actually probably also be able to see where the lilac is from. Yes, there. I've got some of it down here because I already did a bit of a strand test, because you'll have seen the result. I don't know how it's going to turn out because obviously I'm in the past, you're in the future. What is it like? Do we get out of 2020 alive? I have two containers set up right here ready for mixing. So let's get started with the purple first. Of course, woo! See, this is why I like pastel, because I'm not cool enough to be able to pull off a colour like that. Look at it. And this smells like grapes, by the way. It's rather wonderful. Then I'm mixing in an entire one of the pastelizers. This is around about, it's hard to show you how much it is. So this literally is white. So I've talked about it before when I turned my hair pastel pink when I did my e-girl look. This is literally like gesso sort of white. In the past I have actually also used just conditioner, but if you want actual pastel, this is the way to go. There's everything I managed to get out of it, so let's have a mix. Now if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that this is not enough for my length of hair, because my hair is very long, so I actually need two of these, if that makes sense. Just stunning. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. But I am experimenting. I'm going to use a little bit of bold pink, as in the rest that is in this bottle, which is like a third of it. Woo! So let's see what colour this now becomes. Should take on a slightly pink hue, because what I did last night was I did about the same quantity of each, roughly. Ooh! This is exactly what I want. I'm also doing some pink highlights. Now remember, this stuff smells like strawberries. Don't be tempted to eat it. Then I'm getting my other pastelizer. All in all, I'll have used 1 1/3 of the pink, so it's not like a full 2 lots of the pink for this. Now we're going to mix this together. This looks like the creamiest strawberry ice cream. Purple, pink, let's go. So I'm going to be sectioning off small sections of my hair like this. Obviously, I will get my gloves on right now. I am just going to be kind of methodically going around, but I will be looking off to the side so I can actually look in the mirror and see what I'm trying to do. It's a lot easier than a tiny little viewfinder. Woo! I've still got my tangle tees here as well, so I'm going to do that part as a highlight. This part purple, for example. And again, I'm just going to keep on separating off parts of this, so you just have like these little slivers of pink. I am just going to keep on doing this all the way around my head, and then I will be back, because this is going to be very boring for you. Again, remember to make sure the back of your hair gets done too. You don't want to end up with big old patches like what I've done to myself in the past. Alright! Oh, channel in Sophia right there. Need to do some weird movements now. So, obviously this is all done now. It is quite luminescent looking, especially when I see it in the like little camera thing right now. So there are purple bits, pink bits. I've made sure to frame my face with some little pink highlights as well, because I really like face framers, you know. And I've got, well anyway, we're just going to see how it turns out, aren't we? I don't really know. You know, You already know. So I didn't actually end up using all of the product. I'll show you how much was left. There's like a little bit of purple, some pink is left, but obviously I'm just going to wash that down the drain. It's cap time, baby. Delicately pop that on my head. Well, that is all captured now. I am kind of covered in hair dye, literally everywhere. So I'm going to let this process for 30 to 40 minutes and I'll be back once it's dry. Alright, now my hair is completely dry. You can see what the end result is. So this is the day after, and obviously I've styled my hair this time, and so I could really see like the impacts of the way that I dyed it. Now, one thing which I've sort of noticed already is that some parts look a little bit grey, and I don't know if that's because the purple and the pink mixed together in some of the underneath parts, but it does have a bit of a hint of grey to it, and like there is a little bit of patchiness, but I only rinsed my hair out after it was like wet before, so let's just see how the rest of it goes. If, by the way, you want to see this makeup look, I'll just link that up here for you as well, because this is obviously a Halloween theme, because we're at the start of October now. You're probably watching this in November, but anyway, if you're missing Halloween, go check that out. I just sort of wanted to show you a bit more detail that you can actually see in my hair, because I really did want those pink highlights to show through. Some parts are bolder than others, so let's just have a proper look. Sort of more of a violet look, which is what I wanted to go for, but there are definitely patches that could come down to my application of it. Could be anything really, but yes, I do definitely notice that whilst there is definitely pink and purple here, let's see how the rest of this washes out. I just wanted to check in with you now the day after, so once the initial shock has obviously worn off for me, because it's very different. And I'm hoping that what happens this time when this washes out is, because it does have that pinkness to it, that it won't go really grey. That's my hope, because previously when I've done this with a completely other brand, it's gone quite grey and then greenish. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen this time. So let's just have a look-see. Let's skip on ahead to some more honeymoon footage. Hello lovelies, so I believe I've washed my hair now a grand total of 7 times. So as you can see, I'm probably here for my neighbours that are doing work, but as you can see, I barely have any purple or pink left in my hair. There are a couple of little bits left around, but it's now mostly back to blonde. Now I do want to say, after you've seen all of that Queenstown footage, it was very, very cold in Queenstown, so I had hot showers every day, so of course the colour would fade faster, but if I had had cold showers and like used cold water on my hair, then the colour would have definitely lasted a few more washes than what it has. Springtime down there is kind of like winter time in Auckland, so I was a little bit on struggle street, but I loved the way my hair had looked. I think that in terms of like any patchiness, that is literally down to user error, and what I want to really learn to do is kind of layer properly, so whether that's using like tin foil or baking sheets or something in between my hair, so then I don't get like, I did notice that there were a couple of patches where it was a bit stronger. Like you can probably see that even there, you can see there was definitely a patch of purple still there, but it's mostly all gone. My hair has not turned green, because I know that is always a concern when it comes to purple. Purple can wash out to green, but it has not happened with this one, which I was very grateful for. I did also, as you saw, mix the purple with the pink to kind of create a lilac as opposed to a lavender. I had a really easy time with this. Of course, I tried to be creative with this, but if you're trying to do a solid color, I'm sure it would work out a lot easier for you. Like I've mentioned before, if you are going to be dyeing your hair and it's like as long as mine, my hair is very, very long, then you will definitely need to have a couple of the boxes. The whole process through this, it washed out really, really nicely the whole time, and it didn't go like a steel color. It just looked really pretty. It kind of turned into like this blonde with purple and pink through it, and like people kept thinking their hair was pink, or some people thought it was purple, then they were like purpley pink, so it was definitely a lot of fun to wear. So once again, of course, these products were sent to me. I personally find that the length of time for me worked out really well, because I still like to come back to blonde, but now I'm back at blonde, I'm like, ooh, I still want another colour. I hope that you found this useful, and I'll see you lovelies again very soon with probably another hair dye video. I have a whole playlist dedicated to hair dye, and of course, anything that you want me to review, I'm more than happy to do so. If you have any other styles that you'd be interested in seeing in terms of how to dye like my hair in like different ways, please do let me know, because I'd be more than happy to experiment with things. As you can probably see, 2020 has definitely been a unicorn hair sort of year for me. Thank you lovelies, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!